Hey, good morning, my colleagues and Professor Stone. Today, we're going to have a little TED Talk about the Bahamas. Bahamas. By yours truly. The Bahamas is a beautiful country made of 700 islands and keys, from the radiant sun to the soothing crystal beaches and the delicious cuisines. The Bahamas is considered a paradise one must visit throughout their lifetime. Unfortunately, like any other independent country, we deal with our own set of negativity and poverty. Being born and raised in the Bahamas, being born and raised in the Bahamas, it was somewhat a surprise that the Bahamas could see that how the world sees us. They see us through one scope, and that's a paradise scope. Right? Today, I'll be discussing some of the events that goes on from a native point of view. I'll be showing the Bahamas is not only a paradise, but as throughout the world, we have our rough edges. Like any other independent country, we have our own problem as well. We face a gang violence problem in the Bahamas, and according to our local Tribune paper, Mr. Dwayne Son said, the probability of men dying from gunshots and stabbing injuries are far exceeding the risk of them dying from cancer and HIV. The Tribune then went on to express that gun violence is also one of the leading causes in our men today. It infects our youth and sends the wrong messages to them. It shows them that they're nowhere safe and that there's nowhere to turn for help. Being a Bahamian, I now see that Americans do not see this on the inside, but I now don't give y'all an inside view, because they're not, like I say, they're not going to portray it as bad, they're going to portray more of a paradise on it. So I want to go today of how it really be sometimes and how we can really help, like I said, rough around our edges. The Bahamas we also struggle with keeping a low poverty rate. That according to our leading newspaper, The Guardian, a United Nations development program reported the states that 14.8% of the Bahamian population lived in poverty throughout 2017 and is still continuing on an increase. It especially increased after we had experienced the Hurricane Dorian. It increased by 5% because of that, with 50 related deaths and more than thousands are homeless. Now, one thing I must say about my people, we are big-headed. We do like help, but we don't know like when people say about what we could do with that help. And I feel as though like that's not something that I like to portray. I find myself doing this sometimes, and I try to stop myself, but it's okay. I find it's okay to be correct yourself. But like I was saying, the Bahamas is still one of the leading tourist destinations, sometimes showing our ugly sides. The country is still a place to visit when you want a family time, romantic time, or even a long time. This is one of the greatest places ever, and it is proven that not only me thinks of this, because even as me as an international student going around the campus, I will hear, hey, you're from the Bahamas, or they'll hear my accent and automatically stop me and be like, oh, are you going to be a part of this and that? I'm like, no, I'm just here to, get my education and go home. But the fact that I hear so much good rebuttal about it, it's more of because I heard a good rebuttal of it, it's more of a charm to me, what I say. I find it makes me more proud to represent my country, because the fact that I'm also in here in Oklahoma, that was such a paradise, I love it every time. But the Bahamas is a place of sunset, sun, sand, and sea is a place that I was born and raised, and I love it. Even with our flaws, like any other country, we have it. And I just wanted to show y'all, like, hey, it's not just paradise, but sometimes you can get a little, I wouldn't say sloppy, but a little out of order.